Hey guys, Kingpin Light here. We got 1 mil touchdown, the official music video today. Obviously, I've been gone a while. Just been busy as always. But I think I'm gonna try and come back on a little bit of a steady basis, but we'll see. Anyway, we got this music video. Of course, I got the HD. I actually don't have the captions, but I don't think I usually need them with 1 mil. I think a lot of the times he's speaking English anyway, and he just has a little bit of a sections where he's not speaking English. So I think I'll be fine. But anyway, just turned it on. So let's jump right into it. Not a whole lot to say. I have not heard this song even without the music video. I actually haven't kept up with 1 mil too much recently, though I did listen to a few of his old songs off the Green album. I forget what that one's called, but it's on Apple Music. And all of the song names, this was like his first one that I could find. And all of the names are in another language, so I can't even give you the names of the songs that I've heard, but I can probably like hear them out, point them out when I listen to them. So anyway, let's jump right in. Starting right off at this. Ooh. Hold on, hold on. I mean, I was gonna say starting off right at this dope ass skyline right there. Where is that at? But then I saw that, I was like, is that real? It's gotta be real. For a second, that vape that he had, I thought it was a diamond tester. I was like, okay, he's gonna show us it's real. Silly yellow. Silly yellow?
Caliber. Got my new body, go touchdown. Now they got Cartier my style. Low my man, I can some map now. 2 cops supporting up now. And your bitch, you getting fucked now. She hang with a star, knocked out. Let go make you get knocked out. The fuck you gonna do when I pop out? Got my new body, go touchdown. Now they got Cartier my style. Low my man, I can some map now. 2 cops.
You know what's funny is I like this style from him. I've said it every time I've reacted to him. He's got a very Atlanta vibe now. But it's such a stark contrast from that Green album that I was just talking about. He sounds completely different. I feel like he was a lot more introspective on that album. Maybe he was feeling out his themes that he was gonna kind of play on while he made music and his sound and everything. And I think he solidified on this, right? Because I think all of his releases up past that point have sounded like this, with this sound and this vibe and sort of the bravado lyrics. But it's funny seeing that contrast, right? Because I there's a song, a very specific song on that album, and I will figure out what it's called later. I may even do like a revisiting sort of thing for it, so you guys know what I'm talking about. But there was one song where it was just like super deep sounding, slow, very melodic. Really, really like that style from him too. But I think he's pretty much settled on like this sort of Atlanta sound, right?
Supporting up now. And your bitch, you getting fucked now. She hang with a star, knocked out. Let go make you get knocked out. The fuck you gonna do when I pop out? Go shop this sign close. I want some more like a metro. I'm on a lean, membership pro. Might like the car cause I'm in my zone. Go shop drugs.
He did a shout out to Metro from Atlanta. I think he's got to be from Atlanta because he works with all the Atlanta rappers. Metro wants some more. I think that's what he was playing off right there, right? I want some more like a Metro.
Like a metro, I'm on a lean, membership pro. Might like the car cause I'm in my zone. Go shop drugs, talk with you alone. Shot this shit beenอย่างงี้, that's for sure. Stacking up bank pound for the family, my bro. You know I ain't going outside like these hoes. I love all my folks. Like a little
I like that little section right there. And there's not going to be a whole lot, I think, of lyric breakdown on these. I don't think he makes music to break down in that way. I think he's got some good one-liners and good um, hooks, or not hooks. What do you call it? Punchlines and that sort of thing, right? But it's not a whole lot of like deep introspective lyrics or anything. He's just talking about having money, right? Spending it, using it on his family and his bros and that sort of thing. But I did like how he broke this down sonically right here when he said, I'm not going out sad like these hoes. I love all my folks. Because he did two things, right? He did the acapella right at the very end, which transitioned to this next section, which I think he's singing a little bit more. But I just like the way that he broke up the sort of I want to say repetitive flow, not in a bad way. It's just that's what he's been doing so far, right? So he broke it up a little bit in that little section.
Shot this shit beenอย่างงี้, that's for sure. Stacking up bank pound for the family, my bro. You know I ain't going outside like these hoes. I love all my folks. Like a little white beanie, P. Cool J, me, big bang rose. I was fucked up, I was broke. คนไม่ยังบอกว่ากูเมาแต่ว่ากูนั้นคนจะเมาแต่อยาก smoking on that loud I don't trust you get the fuck out pussy boy you can't get shot now I heard you hanging with them ops now แต่กูยังไม่ฟ้าให้มึงนับ rounds มาแต่ทะเล that's my trap house
What's that right there? Right, so he said, Bootsy boy, you can get shot now. I heard you hanging with them ops now, right? So some dude switched up on him, but I'm trying to see what
I
he
heard you hanging with them ops now แต่กูยังไม่
said. Bitch, I ain't falling, so let's count the rounds. Boxing match. I get the boxing match. I get the punchline, right? Count the rounds, as in bullets rounds, but also how many rounds are going in a boxing match. But did he say boxing match at any point, or did he just literally use the lyrics to explain his punchline? Because I feel like you ain't got to do that, bro. We'll get it. It ain't that hard.
That's my trap house I put them racks out ในชีวิตจริงมึงไม่ขี้แพ้กลับไปร้องไห้หาแม่กลับมาเดินบ้านเดี๋ยวกู touch down นาฬิกาคาเดียบัสดาวลงมาไม่ได้ cause I'm up now two cars supporting up now and your bitch she getting fucked now she hang with a star knock down แล้วกูไม่แค่ให้กัน knock down the fuck you gonna do when I pop out กลับมาเดินบ้านเดี๋ยวกู touch down นาฬิกาคาเดียบัสดาวลงมาไม่ได้ cause I'm up now two cars supporting up now and your bitch she getting fucked now she hang with a star knock down แล้วกูไม่แค่ให้กัน knock down the fuck you gonna do when I pop out
Oh, okay. He got a little more section. I saw this was 2 minute 42.5 about minute song, so I figured that was the ending, right? But cool. Third, is it a third verse, or I think the first verse? It says 3 hooks and 2 verses. I think the first verse was just broken up a little bit, so it's pretty standard. But yeah, like I said, there's not a whole lot to say about the lyrics wise. It's just cool song. Definitely feeling the vibe, of course. And the music video itself, again, not a whole lot going on, but there are some cool sights in there. Like, I'm curious what that skyline is. I don't need to know like the hotel or whatever he's at specifically. I'm just curious at what the skyline is, what that city is.
Hang with a star, knock down แล้วกูไม่แค่ให้กัน knock down the fuck you gonna do when I pop out กูปิดโทรศัพท์นี้ทุกคนแล้วกูใช้เวลากับสตูดิโอที่กูไม่ได้เกิด1942แต่กูจีบเทคคิลดอนฮูลิโอนึกภาพตอนกูได้ไปต่างประเทศออกไปหาเงินก็ได้มา wish I could go กูเพิ่งได้เงินหลักล้านเข้ามาอยู่ในบัญชี about a week ago wow they think I'm selling the dope สิ่งเหี้ยที่กูได้ทำไปในชีวิตก็ได้ keep it low ตอนนี้ได้แฟนมึงมานอน
Yeah, I like that little breakdown. Again, his flow doesn't change that often, but when it does, I mean, I'm enjoying it even when it's repetitive. Because honestly, I like that sort of thing. If it's a good flow, you can repeat it often, I think, without it getting draining. Some people might disagree with that, but that's sort of the music I listen to anyway, so I'm fine with that. But I do like this little section part right here where he's basically ending it with that little singing outward. Studio Don Julio. I like the way he did that.
นี่ทุกคนแล้วกูใช้เวลากับสตูดิโอที่กูไม่ได้เกิด1942แต่กูจีบเทคคิลดอนฮูลิโอนึกภาพตอนกูได้ไปต่างประเทศออกไปหาเงินก็ได้มา wish I could go กูเพิ่งได้เงินหลักล้านเข้ามาอยู่ในบัญชี about a week ago wow they think I'm selling the dope สิ่งเหี้ยที่กูได้ทำไปในชีวิตก็ได้ keep it low ตอนนี้ได้แฟนมึงมานอนแอบดูได้มาซอละมอมต่อไปนี้กูนับแต่แบงค์เทากูจะแต่งงานกับแบงค์เทา
I'm marrying to the bank towel. What is that? I'm marrying to the bank towel. You guys let me know what that means. I'm not sure. Is that a person? Is that a phrase? I don't know. Was that? Hold on, I'm curious. Was that actually a Cartier? Okay. You do got the bust down, don't he? I've always seen those like super designer watches because I still kind of do. I just haven't bought any recently, but I like collecting watches, right? And there's definitely the expensive or really nice looking watches, and then there's the functional ones, right? This isn't super functional. Like, I know how to read time, don't get me wrong, like I'm pretty quick with it, but just having random symbols like that. Well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it may not be random symbols. Is that how what the numbers look like in his language, or is it actually, because there are a lot of like designer watches that just have symbols that don't mean anything in place of the numbers just to look nice. I've never gotten why those exist. I'm like, I can read time, but at the same time, like, why not even just have the numbers in there? But now that I'm thinking about it, is this in some Hold on. That may have been dumbass questions. I feel like the number system is the same in any language, right? I want to say yes.
ต่อไปนี้กูนับแต่แบงค์เทากูจะแต่งงานกับแบงค์เทากลับมาดึงบ้านเดี๋ยวกูทัชดาวนาฬิกาคาร์ดิแอบัสดาวลงมาไม่ได้คือสมับหนาว
Except maybe Romans, right? They got their own weird thing. But now that I'm thinking about it, every language uses the same numbers, right? 0 through 9. As far as like the writing, I mean, like everybody uses the same numerology or whatever.
Two cops supporting up now and your bitch is getting fucked now she hang with a star knocked down แล้วกูไม่แค่ให้กัน knock down the fuck you gonna do when I pop out กลับมาดึงบ้านเดี๋ยวกู touch down นาฬิกาคาร์ดิแอบัสดาวลงมาไม่ได้คือสมับ now Two cops supporting up now and your bitch is getting fucked now she hang with a star knocked down แล้วกูไม่แค่ให้กัน knock down the fuck you gonna do when I pop out
I like that. I like how some songs end that way, right? They repeat the same verse or hook, but a cappella, and it just gives it that extra grit to the same sort of sound or same lyrics that you've already heard. It just makes it fresh, I guess, listening to it again. So I do like that. Yeah, that was a good song. Again, One Mil is sort of like just a vibe type of dude. I feel like, at least recently, with everything that I've heard, he's got good punchlines and good stuff in there, but very rarely do I get like really deep lyrics or anything to digest or decipher too much. But that's not really what he's about, so I'm not grading him on that, right? It's not. I don't dislike him for that. A lot of my music isn't really supposed to be taken at a very deep face value lyrics, that sort of thing, right? But yeah, I really enjoyed that, and yeah, guys. So this is my comeback video, I guess. Hopefully, I'm gonna be releasing a lot tomorrow. I took a few days off work, so we'll see. And yeah, guys, if you like that, hit the subscribe button. Obviously, comment some other reactions you guys want me to see, or even any other type of videos. And if you guys have $1 to spare or whatever, make sure to check out that Patreon that I got down in the description. And I think I got it plastered everywhere. So if you guys want to help out the channel, always open to do that. But nothing's going to be behind the paywall, so you don't have to do anything. So anyway, guys, I will catch you on the next one.